All right, of course, we're here for Slap News with Themba. How you doing, my man?
I'm blessed. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. What is it like to be The Rock's favorite fighter?
It's a blessing, my brother. That's all I can say. It's a blessing. God puts me and him on this path. And yeah, man, I'm blessed enough to be able to have the biggest superstar in the whole world backing me. But it's also pressure. I have to work so hard so that I keep on winning and I fulfill what I said I would be. That's becoming the champion. And yeah.
I mean, you're on a great streak right now. Did you ever envision when you were a child, in Zimbabwe, to be able to leave, come to America, and do what you're doing here today?
Honestly, no. But I just knew I would not be something average in life. But I didn't know that I would be here. But when I started the sport, I wrote down that I would be here, and I'm here now.
What's kind of your future plans? Like, what do you hope to achieve short term? Obviously, long term is the belt, but what's your main focus right now?
My main focus now is to get in the top 15. There's a fight coming up in Abu Dhabi. Nick Diaz versus Vicente Luque, Michael Chiesa versus Tony Ferguson. I am raising my hand as a replacement if anything does happen. I don't wish nobody bad, but you miss every shot you don't take.
100%.
And for me, Abu Dhabi is a perfect place to get into the top 15. If Diaz does not make it to the show, I'll fight Vicente Luque and get in the top 15. I have story there. I have story in that arena. I was sitting there in the nosebleeds 2 years ago, 2021, watching my first ever UFC event in a sling. I had just dislocated my shoulder and lost a fight in Abu Dhabi, and I had attended my first UFC event there. If it so happened that Diaz does not make it, the UFC, please, I want to show up and show off. If they go to Africa, I would love to be fighting there. If they go to South Africa and they want me to fight, I will fight because I fight in the UFC. But I started my career in South Africa. I fought there for a very long time. I know the nature on the demographic of the people around there. So, like, for me, it's not my motivation to fight in South Africa. My motivation is to reach broader pictures, like fighting in Rwanda, Kigali, fighting in Senegal. There's other countries. We cannot just say South Africa. If my country so happens to build an arena, I would like to fight there. But like for me, my big goal is to fight and become the UFC welterweight champion. That's my goal. That's what I dream. That's what I want.
So, gotta ask you here, we're on Slap News. So, what's your thoughts of Power Slap?
I hope Danny Van Heiden wins because, I actually watched the thing yesterday. And what's funny is that the other guy, I think they call him the crazy Hawaiian, he tries to intimidate Danny Van Heiden, and not knowing that Danny actually used to fight for real, not power slap. He used to fight. He's a former world champion in an organization that I was a champion too. He's a former light heavyweight and heavyweight champion in MMA. And it so happened that he's doing power slap. So I was looking at that thing. I'm like, this guy, he thinks slapping people is now a badass. Danny is actually a badass. So I think Danny wins and becomes the champ.
Amazing. I mean, Danny right now on the betting side is the second biggest underdog on the entire card. Obviously, Danny having that MMA experience is going to help him being battle tested. Coming into Power Slap. He's never been set down yet in Power Slap.
You cannot set the guy down who used to get kicked in the head for a living with a slap. Come on. And worse enough, you can see the slap coming. So I think I don't know about his power in hitting, but taking the shots is easy for him.
So, we talked before going on about the women in Power Slap. There's also a South African, Christine Wolmerantz, who will be, she'll be going up against Paige Vanzant. So
I like Vanzant to win. Are you not begging Paige Vanzant to win? It would be good for Power Slap to have a woman like Paige Vanzant as what do you call it?
Ambassador.
As an ambassador or as the face of the Power Slap. She's beautiful, obviously, and she can talk well, speak well. So I think that's a better way than the other one they were trying to go with. I think Paige Vanzant is a better brand for Power Slap.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see if that combat experience translates to power slap. Christine Wolmerans, who she's fighting from South Africa, also has an MMA background. So we're gonna see two strong women. Yeah. All good, man. All good. But, I appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you talking. We wish you nothing but the very best in the future, and we hope you get that world champion one day.
It's a blessing. Thank you.